Welcome back, welcome back. Quick question. So I'm thinking to myself about a problem that I had everywhere I moved. I always move to a different state and when I end up moving, I be around a lot of different people, complete different nations. And I used to always get mad because everybody would all everywhere I've ever moved within days, seconds. Yo, you know where to get to. They would always assume that I was a drug dealer, right? And at first, they used to always get me mad because I left that life to go have a life. And I figured in my stupid ass head, if I'm not around my people, then maybe people won't think that of me. Boy, was I wrong. So the stereotype of, all black people are, you ain't shit, especially black men. Always just was there. People showed me it because you always consider that I'm a criminal, no matter what I'm dressed like, no matter what I sound like. It always happens. And then I started thinking about the confessional thing that happens to me. Like a lot, everywhere I've ever went, people confess their fucking crimes and sins to me. And at first, all something like it's because of the Lord's with you, right? And then just today, I said, is it really the Lord's with you, or just like that stereotype of drugs? These men believe black men, or all black men, are scum. You know? So telling they just see you as one of them. You're one of them in their minds, automatically, right? And then it occurred to me, I said, yo, I think we might be on to something. Because, oh boy, you men, a lot of men, a lot of people, because women do it too. I've heard women confess things too. And I was never trying to be a person to tell on people neither. I don't tell about the Pacific Prayer. I don't like to ruin people's reputations because I understand most people are, they have a lack of knowledge. So they're stuck in their ways. And that shit, I was just thinking to myself, though, I wonder how many other black people have that experience. Everywhere you go, people tell you of their crimes, their sins, because they think you're one. They think you're doing it. That shit really bothers me. But at the same time, I'm actually thankful for it because it always let me get to feel the honor of who I am and what my people fought for, to be looked at as regular. And I realized they did all that fighting for nothing. I'm still looked at as nothing but criminals. We have to, and then the worst of it all is when you really show them that you're not like them, just because they dress like you or they talk your lingo. So that means you gotta be a criminal. You like rap. It's criminal music. The black man is so misunderstood, I realized. It's so sad. I'm not saying all of us are good. Nobody's race is all good. But they're blaming us for a lot of shit, especially the American black man. Most of you don't even realize you blame all black people and you blame me for it. Anything any black man does in the world because they look black, you say it's us. You know? If Busta Rhymes goes and fucking wows out, it's just another black rapper. No, he's not a black American. He's a Jamaican rapper. Get it? He's not like us. He's not us. We get blamed for so many other people's crimes because they have the same color, but they're not even the same color. They don't even have the same bone structure. They don't even look like us. Everyone copied our style, but you can't get rid of your accents. We can copy your accents, though. See, that's the unique thing about the American black man. Everyone's copying us, and we can copy everyone else. We can take your fucking exact, the way you sound and sound like it. We can do that, but we don't. We don't go and join y'all music, and even though we can mimic anybody, we don't do that. It's crazy. Sad, really. Really is. Because when you just want to be who you are, you know, you got all these people that already have your identity mapped out in their mind, and they're gonna treat you like that accordingly, you know, and not even always bad, you know, like doing bad stuff, but to be always asked where is it at everywhere I went, you know, to have to announce that I don't stand with that shit, you know, go ask your friends. And then you hate it even more. See, this is how I know most people use hide behind mask of, I'm good. You're not good. No, you're not. Because as soon as a good person actually comes in your vicinity, y'all push that person away. Because you know, you already fucked up. You already told him everything. You already showed who you were. Like when I came to this job, all these dudes telling me not to work hard. All these dudes just doing certain things. Hey, how you doing? Pretty good, pretty good morning, good morning. All them, you know, put your head down, don't worry about people. And I said, no, this job, you know, deserves care. Don't go crazy, but I'm gonna do my job, dog. I ain't come to work just to play around. You know, and I built that routine and I like it now, you know. I like being able to make sure my route's good, you know, as best as I can some days, and then other days I just go all in. I be feeling good, you know. If I'd have listened to them, I probably wouldn't have my job right now. You know how many people got laid off because they wasn't working hard? They were getting caught chilling, not working, and da-da-da-da. And me, realizing I'm the new guy, you know, why would I want to not work hard? Like people aren't watching me. It's crazy how many people will sabotage your life and smile in your face, tell you not to do something, and then at the same time tell you people are watching. Anyway, protect your life.
What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing, man? Realize you're a grown up. All right, man. Thank you. I appreciate you. You know, take the good with the bad. And remember, as a black man, you have to show people you're a good man. I understand it's not fair and it's not other people's obligations and they don't have to do it, but you do. If you don't, you're just another one. You know? You're just another one. Unless you're gonna dress better and, you know, you got good shit. But if you're like, you know, not on a middle class and able to dress and get your speech right and all those, it's just, you know? If you're just a regular, you know, dress a little bit better, try to learn how to speak to people a little bit better. You don't have to be a fucking linguistics, whatever the words are. But, definitely learn to control your emotions. Even though you have the right to be angry at certain things, I realize. Because if these people had to deal with this shit over and over and over and over, and you have to answer the same questions, and it's all setups. Nah, not today. Watch your back, mama. Good morning, good morning. Pretty good.
Yeah.
See? When you show yourself and you work hard, first people are going to notice you as women, especially older women. That's why I give respect to older women. That's why I'm nice to older women. Older women will acknowledge you. The thing that the young women don't do. A young woman's not going to say, "You're doing a good job." An old woman's going to say, "Thank you so much." Because she doesn't want to break her hip. She actually understands why you're working. The young chicks, they're like, "I'm healthy. I don't care if there's garbage on the floor. I'm walking around it. I'm going to step over it." They don't have to think like that yet. So they're not going to be appreciative all the time. Some. But, older people always are the first to acknowledge me out here on every block. Because, they understand. And some people are just watching. They want you to do your job. That's why I tell a lot of older women on my channel, or young women, or whatever, don't waste your life saying you don't need a man if you want a man, because when you get older, it really is not. It's a little harder. Like, you think it's hard now. When you're older, even for men it's hard. Like, it's just the way it is. So, it's good to, even if you're not going to have a man, have friendly relationships with men. What the fuck is wrong? You don't have to chase every man off. Because, we're still useful for some things. Let's go get this coffee. Like, even I myself have thought about this, like, when I'm older, it's gonna be rough. And that's why I reach out to certain men on my journeys. So, they can understand things like that. Hey, how you doing? Good morning. Just a coffee. And, it's not getting any easier. And not for nothing, like I say, who really wants to be alone, Like, we have all this time, sound the horns, we have all this time in our youth and our adulthood to actually meet people, build good friendships with. And then the whole point of it is so you can have a better ending. I don't understand how people don't get that. It's just like going to work. You go to work so you can retire. You work all this time so you're preparing for the end. So it's comfortable. And it's like, I get it with some people, you gotta move, you gotta live life, Some of us don't have big families where we're even allowed to have these options. Like, I'm sure everybody's watching the world, so I don't understand how some women aren't starting to make these, like, groups and stuff in your neighborhoods. And, if you don't trust men, at least give yourselves a chance by forming these groups where you can, be checked upon, you know? Like, things be happening, people be missing for days, or people get hurt, especially old people, and then they be in apartments for like fucking 3 months and shit. Nobody's checking on them. Things like that shouldn't happen, man. It's the worst when you have family and friends, supposedly, and that happens to you. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. How you got granddaughters and all this and grandsons and whatever, and then you die and nobody know for like 3 days. What the fuck you mean you don't call your grandmother for 3 days, nigga? When my grandmother was alive, dog, I went and seen my grandmother every motherfucking morning, dog. Like, I didn't give a fuck if I stayed up all night. I didn't care what it was. Like, when I got back to reality and I lost my first major relationship, and you know what I mean? You need you need your mom. Well, my grandmother was like my mom. She's the one I ran to. And when I got that bond back with my grandmother, man, it was the most special thing in the world. Like, you people don't understand. Women, go to the gym. Black women, like, really. My grandmother was so special to me. It was so comforting to be able to talk to a female and get actual fucking answers, Because when you go to men, you get answers, but you get different answers, Answers that's needed, especially when you're a man. But, a woman knows a woman. A woman understands certain things and can say certain things to you to make you understand women more than men. A man can tell you a woman ain't nothing. She's a liar. Men are naturally known to compete, and so we're always gonna have that. Well, what if he's wrong? What if he wants her? What if whatever stupid thing goes through your mind, right? What if he's jealous? When a woman does it, though, she's gonna break that shit down. Why? Because you can go and talk to a woman about, like, tell me about what she said to you. And then, like, the goofy you are, you're gonna tell the conversation, how it went, and she's gonna be like, bro, she's gaming you. Let me walk you through it. A man can do it too. But when a woman does it, like I said, sometimes some men need it like that. Lessons to blow. Makes it more concrete, where you're like, man, now let me stop being a sucker. Let me stop doing this to myself. So, men and women are needed. And protection's needed on both parts. Women used to protect men too, from themselves and others. Used to warn us about certain things. And then men were hard-headed. It's in our nature. But we listen sometimes. Now, I really suggest some of you women actually do form groups online, just different little things, like, I need to start getting these motherfucking devices that can help you signal, like that old people shit, the ready alert. Like, if I was a woman, bro, like, for real, like, you put like this. If you want to know how to protect yourself as a woman, go to a man you trust, and just ask him seriously. If you was a woman, what would you be doing to protect yourself? And watch what he says. Like, if he actually puts thought into it, Because we're men, we know what it is. You know? We get to experience the strength. We ain't even got to worry about seeing too many bad things, even though men do. We pay attention to things. We hear stories. We whatever. Like I just said about earlier, when bad men think you're a bad man, they tell you their fucking stories. You know? As a man, you have to be aware of these things. So you're going to learn about danger so you can, be aware of it in case you have a woman. Then in case you have a daughter. Women are more user looking to be protected, so you're not worrying about, let me worry about all the dangers. You know? You do, but I'm telling you, if I was a woman, I would definitely be loyal to at least one girl, you know? You always have that one girlfriend, at least, that, at least you could talk to. Even if y'all split up, get married or whatever the case may be, I would still, I don't know, even with how y'all have a million simps and all these DMs and, I be using them niggas and shit. You better check on me every day. It's dangerous out here. I don't know. And as things get older and more expensive, it's like, I don't know, man. I keep seeing all these things on my timeline. So many people losing their homes and apartments and shit, I might be next. But it's like so many of these people could have had help. They had people around. They do these things, but nobody's trying to prepare for things like that. Like everything's just a now. Live in the moment. And the moment is where you're supposed to live, but you're supposed to prepare for the rainy days that are eventually gonna happen. Like today, it's gonna rain. It looks good. Feels good. Get enough time though. It's gonna rain. Oh, that car is wet, so let me start jumping my ass off to work, finish this coffee up, try to knock out this job in like 20 minutes real quick, because I am not going to be out here in the rain. I know that. For too long. I'm already wasting 20 minutes getting ready. Oh, my shit already ready, making this video, drinking my coffee. Like everybody else in the morning. My route's so good, man. I love it though. I was off yesterday. I came back in. My shit still look good. I'm like, yo, I appreciate these people on this route for real. I'm next to a school, for crying out loud. You know how kids get. They're all not in school. It's like summer school or whatever coming up or whatever this shit is going on. I don't pay attention to that. But, even then, all love, all praise to the Most High.